Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your May 2026 predictions. And to do this reading I will be zooming you in a moment so that you can look at your decks as well as your crystals. But I just want to let you know that if you want to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for spirit to pick your pile, this is also an option, and you will find the timestamp for that as well down in the description box. Otherwise, let me zoom you in. There we go. So as you can see, there is the Hierophant card on top of each deck. You can pick your pile based on which Hierophant card you're the most drawn to, or you can pick your piles using your crystals. If this is the case, let me introduce your piles to you. So for pile number 1, your crystal is the beautiful onyx. For pile number 2, your crystal is the beautiful green jasper. For pile number 2, your crystal is the beautiful cherry quartz. And for pile number 3, your crystal is the beautiful sodalite. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the readings you're meant to hear today. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, you can pick your piles using your zodiac signs. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 3 signs for each pile. And I'm just going to go one more time, and then we're ready to pull out your crystals. There we go. Okay, so the signs for pile number 1, are these 3 or 4? I think I have 4 in my hands. So these will be the signs for pile, let's keep that one here, for pile number 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2. These will be the signs for pile number 3. And of course, these will be the signs for pile number 4. Let's see what we have. Right, so for pile number 1, the signs are Aquarius, Gemini, as well as Libra. The signs for pile number 2 are Aries, Scorpio, as well as Sagittarius. The signs for pile number 3 are Pisces, Leo, as well as Cancer. And for pile number 4, the signs are Virgo, Capricorn, as well as Taurus. So these are the signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, a spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right. If you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And as you can see, what I like to do in this section is assign a different tarot card based on the numerology of the major arcana. And so the Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess, pile number 2, the Empress, pile number 3, and of course the Emperor, pile number 4. And I simply shuffle the cards around until one of them grabs my attention, and that's usually through a mistake. I can pull a card like what happened right now. That's one of the mistakes. I wasn't supposed to pull out this card. I was supposed to pull out this card instead. So I know it is your chosen pile for today's reading. Right, so your chosen pile by Spirit, my dear soul family, is pile number 4. Okay, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your May 2026 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them at any point, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. As you can see on the far right, if this is your first time to watch a monthly reading here, welcome. Here there's an empty chart of astrological houses in which I cast some runes on to get a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. We're getting a lot of 2s today in your cards. Very interesting. Okay, yeah, so that's the plan. And very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful onyx. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Gemini, as well as Libra. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We've got a lot of oracle cards in today's reading. Let's see what they show us. But before we shuffle your tarot deck and look at your oracle cards, I want to actually cast your runes. So let's get straight into that and ask, what can pile number 1 expect in their month of May 2026, please? What can pile number 1 expect in their month of May 2026, please? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There's 1 in my hand. The Algiz rune. It looks to me like this is a month where you're going to feel supported. You're going to feel like you have the strength to do what is needed, or maybe your energy is going to revive and you're going to feel strong and powerful. But there's a lot of power to you in the month of May. Let's keep that right there and take a look at your runes. I want to take these out. I would have otherwise taken this one out, but because they're touching, I'm going to leave it there. So we've got like 4 runes in the 8th house. It is a massive month of change, it seems like, for you. So what are the runes? You've got, first of all, the Peroth rune between the 11th and the 10th house. It looks like something is fated to happen here. But let's see the rest. So you've got the Rider rune. I'm not surprised. It is a rune of a new journey, embarking on a new journey. And it is touching the 9th house a little bit, which can also be the house of travel and going on a new journey, exploring something. But you also have the Thurisaz rune here. You've got the Gebo rune. Oh, sorry, this is the, what is it called? Ingwaz, the Ingwaz rune. Again, a rune, by the way, of new beginnings. Very interesting. Something new is about to happen in this pile. You know, looking at new beginnings and the Thurisaz, it makes me feel like the pain of birth before you're blessed with a beautiful child that is there to bless you with joy and love for the rest of your life. So there's something like that here. Eighth house again, you've got the Laguz rune. So you're in the fields this month. There's a lot of emotions. That's really interesting. Right. Let's put this to the side and take a look at your oracle cards. Obviously, there's so much going on for you in the month of May for this pile. You can see it here and in the many oracle cards that chose to show up. So let's see what we have. You've got two astrological cards, and they are the sign of Pisces and the third house, the dreamer, as well as communication, obviously, with the third house. Okay, let's keep these right there. And maybe, I'm just guessing, maybe we have some space for one tea leaf? No, we don't. All right, so you've got Mercury in Leo with the drama. So we have a lot of Mercury energy for sure. It looks like there's a lot of communication amongst you and others, and I'm not surprised because something is fated here amongst your community with the 11th house. Something is going to affect you and your community, your people, your family, perhaps your colleagues, your city. Maybe that's another thing. This month everybody's talking about it. So something, yeah, that drives a lot of talk. Everybody's talking about this fated event that's happening this month, but it looks like it's going to have an effect on your work as well. And maybe this effect could be this new beginning that we're looking at, or maybe not, I don't know. But definitely it's a month of change in so many ways. All right, and I know it's positive because of the Ingwaz rune. There's a possibility of something amazing happening. Could happen, it may not happen. It depends on how you deal with it. And I do see that, I wouldn't say with the Thurisaz rune that it's necessarily something painful as in you're crying. Although you're in your fields, that's for sure, with Pisces this month and the Laguz rune. But I would say it's like you're pushing through something because you know that once it's working, once it's out, once it happens, it's going to be the happiest thing. Right. So you've got win the battle. Yeah, that's what I kind of feel here. You've got box, mysterious package, treasure chest. Right. Let's keep that here. And let's take a look at your tea leaves. So you've got dog barking, advice from a friend. Yeah, throat chakra again. Everybody, there's loud noise this month. Everybody's talking about this new mysterious thing that no one is expecting. Yeah, everybody's passionate talking about it. You've got tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Didn't I tell you guys? There's an aspect of celebration here once this thing happens. You've got the month of March. Let's keep the months here and we'll see what they're trying to say in a moment. You've got rat, someone working against you behind your back. You've got the month of October. So something maybe between March and October, perhaps. We'll see. Maybe this thing that you'll be hearing about this month, you and your community, has already started in March, maybe. You've got Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Yeah, you're definitely working something out this month. And you've got Cane, pay attention to your health. That's direct advice right there. Okay, anything else? You've got Saturn in Taurus with ostentation. Amazing. Right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards and see what you've got there. What if, since these are the two focal houses, we can put them this way. This way we can see the 8th house, 10th and 11th house. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. This way we have a complete picture of what you can expect this month. I feel like you're resolving a conundrum this month. You're like, how am I gonna fix this situation or come out of this situation or resolve this situation? Didn't we see resolved? Yeah, problems to be resolved. Exactly what I feel. Okay, so you've got the Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, although I won't lie to you, initially I was like, whoa, is this the Wheel of Fortune? So I'll keep that in mind. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, let's take this card. Four of Cups, definitely talking about a surprise happening this month, being illuminated with the Hermit, being aware, people coming into the light, learning about something. You've got the Six of Pentacles, lovely. Yeah, let's take this card. The Emperor, wonderful. Okay, I kind of feel like the Six of Pentacles and the Emperor is what it has to do with your 10th house. And perhaps these are talking about the massive change. But anyways, I mean, the reading will show itself as we go over the cards and connect the dots. So what are we seeing? You know, looking at celebration and win the battle, I'm starting to think something else. I'm starting to feel like there's a huge win in your community. So there's news, everybody's talking about it. It's a surprise out of nowhere where your community is winning over something. So maybe you've been fighting for your rights at work. Maybe you and your colleagues, you're like, we need these days off, or we need to be able to take days off when we're not feeling well, or we need compensation on the hours that this or that, something or the other, as an example. And I feel like you're going to be hearing surprise news this month about the battle that you're already in. And it looks like you're celebrating because you're winning over something. So initially, in the beginning of the month, you're very busy resolving the situation, right? You're very busy resolving something. There's some drama going on. Everybody's talking about something. You're part of it. You feel like someone's working against you or behind your back. You're trying to win over something, get your rights back or something. It's something that the whole community here is involved in. Maybe this is your neighborhood, maybe this is your building, work, anything like that. I do foresee that you will be winning this for sure. And the reason for that is because as you're resolving the situation, you're learning a lot with the Hermit. You're finding about things that were hidden in the dark that you didn't know about. Remember when I told you, I know it's the Ace of Pentacles, we'll of course read it as the Ace of Pentacles, but I did intuitively at first glance see this as the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's a great time of a shift this month for you and others around you, because that's the highlight here. I feel like everything is shifting this month for you and the people around you. You will be experiencing many changes in different aspects of your life when it comes to maybe your love life, when it comes to your financial life, when it comes to your job, when it comes to your connections with others, when it comes to what you expect, what is the norm in your city, perhaps, or what is the norm in your company. Maybe there's a shift in power here, meaning that you're able to do a lot of things in your work, for example, that you couldn't do before because it wasn't allowed, or maybe it was frowned upon, or that it would be, there are consequences for it. But this month, maybe due to the winning and the difference and the shift that is happening, you're able to do a lot of the things that you couldn't do before. I feel like there is a massive shift to your favor with the Ace of Pentacles. Many surprises with the Four of Cups happening this month, the surprise of winning. And let's get to the surprise of, with the 10th house, your work. Look at that. I see the Emperor and I see the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. You know, this could represent being paid well by your manager. This could also mean, if you're the owner of your company with the Emperor here, that your empire or your business is growing and it's going to be making more money, and much easier with this tree branch here, much easier than before. In fact, I do see with ostentation, there's something about you getting more money this month, and it shows. So how is it showing, may I ask? How is it showing? Maybe it's going to be announced, perhaps. Maybe there's an announcement of you getting more money or something. So how does it show? Maybe it's the news. Mother of Swords. This is the Queen of Swords. Mother of Swords. You have a Queen of Swords. Being informed. Discipline. Let me think. What does it have to do with how this is shown to you, or how it appears that you are making good money? It shows officially, Queen of Swords. Oh, it's shown officially. Maybe you're seen as the expert. Maybe the ostentation is people seeing you. They're like, wow, look at pile number one. They're such an expert at what they're doing, or they're so knowledgeable about what they are explaining, or their product, their service, their work that they're presenting. They're so knowledgeable. They're so experienced. Your work shows. I would say that this month your work truly shows, and it's more stable than ever. In fact, it's growing with the Emperor. And as a result of this massive growth, you are being paid very well. You're being paid generously. This is definitely something I see for this pile. Okay, so what is March to October alluding to here, please? We know there's something that's being resolved this month, but what is it alluding to? The Hangman. Okay, so it's alluding to you seeing in the dark, which seems to be a theme here. I feel like between March and October, there will always be things that come out into the light that people didn't see before, or your company or your colleagues or you didn't see before. So much is coming into the light. While you're sensing a lot of it, I would say with this particular Hangman being the bat, while you're sensing a lot of it, you don't see it, right? But you know it's there or something. I would say it's your intuition, it's your intelligence, your strong knowing about something that is leading you from March to October to find out some great truth, hidden truth about some things. So hidden truths about what? I can help you with that if I'm allowed. Hidden truths about what, please, for pile number one? What's going on here? Hidden truths. Whoa, my God. Look, it's like fighting the eyes. Don't look. We don't want you to look here. Nine of Swords. You know, Nine of Swords with the looking, don't look here, reminds me of a manipulator who would shout and scream in order to distract your attention or make you feel afraid of asking questions moving forward. So if you ask them the first time and they get angry and they over-exaggerate how they feel about this, next time, the person asking may tend to go, should I ask, or is it going to turn into a drama? And this way, they train others not to ask the very things they don't want them to look at. So I kind of feel this thing here. But there's a lot of fighting with the Five of Swords. And the cool thing about this Five of Swords is that you can never unalive something, this worm. Why? Because if you split it in half, it's just going to be two, and it's going to double and quadruple. So there's something about someone not wanting you to see something. It started in March where you started. It started in March where you started. Yeah, I was right. To uncover with the Hermit some truths about a situation that you're in that you had a strong feeling about. And so whoever is hiding this seems to be fighting back. And they're fighting through fear with the Nine of Swords. Fear, stress. They don't want you to look in a specific way. And as they're fighting you, they're realizing, oh my God, the more I'm fighting pile number one, the more it's becoming worse. You can't stop them. They're unstoppable. It's like their fear only makes you more motivated, for example. Or many people now are coming to see, not just one, there's a multiplication here going on in this particular fight. I'm very sorry about this fight. And you've got the Mother of Pentacles, you being rewarded for the hard work that you've put in. That's the Queen of Pentacles. So perhaps you've been working hard and someone doesn't want to give you your advantages or what you deserve, right? Or maybe it's simply saying you're going to be rewarded for enduring this whole situation. Or maybe this is inheritance, you're going to inherit something. Or maybe this is you getting your rights back, what you deserve. At the end of the day, Queen of Pentacles is what you deserve. You're going to get what you deserve. Is definitely I'm seeing here, definitely something I'm seeing here between the months of March through October. Yeah, we've already discussed your work and this great realization that is happening in your community where everybody's winning the battle. Everybody's winning what battle? What is this battle and what is everyone winning? Before we get to the important part, which is the massive change going here, but just so we can see what huge win is happening here. You've got the King of Pentacles, a lot of money here. The Moon and the Ace of Swords. What are they winning? They're winning, your community is winning resources and knowledge of the unknown, the Moon. Both are very important. So finding out the truth, I would say with the Moon and the Ace of Swords, finding out the truth with clarity, celebrating the truth coming out, the truth in their favor. Also, it looks like this is leading with the King of Pentacles to more resources. This keeps coming up for this pile. More resources, more resources. Okay, so back to the important part. What is going on here? I am seeing that this is a month where you are going on a journey all by yourself. All by myself. I just heard it. Okay, so where are you going, my dear pile number one? This could be metaphoric. Maybe you're gonna be starting something. Hey, it's just happening in my head. I'm very sorry. So maybe, yeah, you're embarking on a new journey, it looks like. Maybe you're a singer, songwriter. That's why I'm suddenly being hit with all this music. But other than that, it looks like you're making a surprise move. Oh, coming out of your shell. I am feeling, with all the music that has been playing in my head, maybe something that sounded good to you in your head kept playing, throat chakra kept barking at you, like awakening you. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do this for the longest time. Ace of Pentacles shows me that this is a month where you're taking an initiative, and that's why I've got the Ingwaz rune. It's not showing whether it's going to work or not. It's really up to you to make it work. But this is the month where you're putting in the effort. Turi says it's like it's painful, but you're up for it. You're like, you can't wait to do it. It's that thing that's been weighing heavy on your mind that you wanted to do for the longest time. You know it's so good for you, and suddenly, without any plans, you just get at it with the Four of Cups. You were surprised by yourself and how you're just starting it. You're very excited about it. And for the very first time, you're ready to take on that pain. And I say pain loosely. I mean the pain of maybe putting in hard work, or maybe the pain of exercising, or the pain of doing something you've always wanted to do or for the longest time, but it just requires some form of effort or the other. You're putting in that effort. And let's get more information on what this letter is, what this thing is, especially that there's a huge emphasis on it. Like, why is this so important? The dreamer, Pisces. How did I miss that? You've been dreaming about something. That's why we're getting all this. I'm getting all this music in my head. And other than we're going to be starting something, what did I hear? I forgot. It was in the context of the reading. But this is like, if we take, for example, Michael Jackson, the song that I heard, this is going to be legendary, whatever you're going to be starting. What else did I hear? I can't remember. So, 10 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. And we're looking at what you're starting. Look, it looks like a machine that's just going to go around, and like a motor. It's just going to go and go quickly. What does it look? It also looks like a cross to me. So you're sacrificing something for sure. What are you starting? Oh, I'll tell you what. With the 10 of Wands, you're finally moving in an area that has been weighing heavy on you. Meaning, I understand what weighing heavy here means. This means that it's been causing some trouble one way or the other. Meaning, if this is like a new project that you're beginning, it's been weighing, the money's been weighing heavy on you. And so you're always thinking, oh, my solution to this is start building my own thing so that one day I am free and I'm fully able to do it. That's an example. So that's what I mean by heavy here with the 10 of Wands. And then it's working for you. You're going to have it. Yeah, this is the month where you can claim it with the 4 Pentacles. You're going to claim it this month. There's something that's going to be formed for you this month. Another thing is, you, let's say, always wanted to be in shape, especially that you have to pay attention to your health. So this could be likely. Maybe it's been heavy for you to exercise or fast or whatever this is trying to say with health here. But this is the month you're actually going to take on this heaviness, and something is forming in the month of May. Any other clues when it comes to what this is this month for you that seems to be in total alignment of what you're supposed to do? Maybe this is I heard, lesson of this phase of your life, or not the lesson, but what you're meant to learn, let's say. Grasp the Chariot. You're actually going to move. I see a massive movement from a time where it was so complicated and it didn't move. I'm imagining you trying to pull at something, but because it hasn't moved for such a long time, it's, let's say, stuck to the ground or stuck to the wall or stuck to something, and so it's not moving. And the more you push at it, the more it starts becoming flimsier, so to speak, or much looser is the best word, is the better word. And it starts moving. So that's kind of what I'm imagining here. Something is finally moving because you're very stubborn about it this month. You want to resolve it. You want to make sure that it finally happens. And I do foresee that it will actually begin for you this month. It will work out. You're going to be happy with the results. You may not be there at the end of the month, but at the end of the month, you can claim that you have something, some results, or claim that you maybe have opened a new company, or maybe you're claiming that you have fought for your rights and thus you are going to be getting some benefits. I don't know. It depends on how this resonates with you. But I do see that you're finally taking on something that you've been avoiding for the longest time. And you're not coming out of the month empty-handed, waiting for a promise. You're coming out at the end of the month with something solid, with the 4 of Pentacles in your hand, something finally working and moving forward in your favor. Any last clues on what this thing that you're embarking on this month is? Ace of Cups. I get a weird feeling looking at the 10 of Wands in contrast to the Ace of Cups. And the weird feeling is you really enjoy it, but there's something stopping you from starting? It could be sometimes laziness, and laziness not in the bad context, by the way. So I'm not trying to say, oh, you're lazy. Not that. The regular lazy feeling that any normal person would feel. Perhaps you are too tired taking care of something else that's very important to take care of that. So the contrast here just makes me feel that you actually enjoy this. You actually love doing this or being part of this or moving in this direction very much with the Ace of Cups, because the aces are a raw power, a raw energy of something, raw energy of the cups. You really love this. You're really going to love it. It's just that maybe the Ten of Wands could be representing your limiting beliefs. Maybe they're representing your fear of failure. Or maybe the Ten of Wands is representing the sort of effort that you have to be putting towards it. Or just starting. Sometimes you want to be starting something, again, is playing in my head. But sometimes it's just starting something. That's the most painful part of it all. And then it just flows. So, yeah, I feel like you're embarking on something that you will absolutely enjoy. And it's just like a birth. It's that painful beginning. But then after that, yes, you have to take care of the baby. Of course, there are some sleepless nights in the beginning. But then it's a huge blessing. So maybe in the beginning you're gonna have to push through, but really after that you're just gonna love that you have this bundle of joy, and you're gonna be so proud of yourself by the end of this month. But yeah, so much is going on for this pile. This is a month where you're dreaming and you're embarking on this dream. You're actually making it happen. You're materializing it. It's a month where you and your community are finally out of the drama. You're winning something. You're proud of that. It is a month where you're doing good in your work. And it's a month where you're finally starting something that means so much to you. And my dear pile number one, yeah, that's why it's the month of empowerment. It's a very strong month, as you can see, in so many aspects. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, very important, different areas of your life, as you can see. And yeah, my dear pile number one, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your May 2025 predictions. Sorry, 2026, my apologies, predictions. And these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. On the far right, as you can see, is an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on. If you're new here, welcome. This way we get a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. And very quickly, before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful cherry quartz. And if you've picked, I see a green one here. There we go. And I see a month here. Let's take these. Right. If you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Leo, as well as Cancer. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and see what your runes are for this month. Let's ask, what can pile number two? Oh, thanks. Well, right off the bat, we've got the Manaz rune between the 6th and the 7th house. I'll keep it out because I'm sure it's going to be knocked out. I'll put it back in once we're done. But what can pile number two expect in their month of May 2026, please? 1, 2, 3. All right, wonderful. We'll take out the ones that are outside and see what we have on the inside. Right, back in its place, you've got the Ansu's rune in the 5th house. I feel, okay. 8th house, you've got the Isa rune. So I feel like you're on your way making some massive changes, some form of massive, changes in your life. It's not that you're not going to see results this month, but you're still on your way trying to achieve something, maybe, or change as a person, or maybe this is your business transforming. We'll see. We'll see in a moment. You also have the Tiwaz rune. Okay, perfect. So you're committed. You're trying to reach a particular goal. You're working hard towards it. You may be wondering if anything's going to happen. I can foretell that something is in fact going to happen with whatever you're working on here, because you've got the Isa rune, which is a rune akin to digging until you find the treasure. So that's what I see here. In the 10th house, you've got the Gnosis rune. In the 11th house, you've got the Sawalyu rune. 12th house, you've got, oh, great. You've got the Wonyu rune. And you've got the Hagalaz in the first rune. Whoa, a lot is going on for sure this month. Let me take it out of the tray. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to be taking a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll be expanding your reading, of course, using your tarot cards. Can't wait to get more information about what's going on here. So let's uncover your oracle cards. Something is happening in the 11th house. Can you see you've got the Sawalyu rune? It's a very powerful rune. It's a rune of hope, success, the sun. Something very positive is happening in your community, and this keeps popping up this month, even in pile number 1. So you've got society, organization. It's like perhaps there's good news for everyone, maybe. I don't know, at least for you and for pile number 1, there seems to be something very positive for your community, society, organizations, friends, social circle, giving back, hopes and wishes, group activities, memberships, networking, as well as social consciousness. Amazing. Perhaps this is the people coming together in agreement. We'll see. In unison, something like that. All right. You've got box. My God, this is the exact card that popped up in pile 1. I was just referring to pile number 1. In that case, I would say if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. So, mysterious package, treasure chest, something like that. Let's keep that here. You've got Jupiter, which is a very favorable planet. It's a planet of expansion and great luck. So Jupiter in Aquarius with innovation. Okay, so I feel like there's a powerful movement towards the future, or a powerful movement forward. Jupiter in Aquarius, I feel like perhaps it is an invention that will make everybody's lives better, or it's an idea that everybody's going to follow that makes all of us better. Something very progressive, outside of the box, innovative, good for everyone, it seems, with the 11th house. Okay, so month of September, we'll keep that here. You've got marriage. Okay, who knows, maybe something is starting for you this month, or something pertaining to your love life might be starting. And starting doesn't mean that it's a new relationship in case you're already in a relationship. It just means that there is something. Maybe someone is proposing this month, or maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe it's not a marriage. It could be a merge, a business partnership, even any form of partnership. Is some powerful one is happening this month, leading to something in September. We'll find out all about that in a moment, but let's uncover the rest of the cards. So you've got Saturn and Taurus with ostentation. You won't believe it. That was also the exact card that popped in pile number 1. And you've got bird perched, waiting for news, package letter. Okay, some powerful communication this month, it seems. I feel like it's going to make you very happy. there's so much positive things happening in this pile with regards to your community, with a partnership, a powerful movement forward, great news that's perhaps pushing you forward. We'll see. You've got Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay, good to see these two together. You've got Grasshopper. I feel like it instantly reminds me of taking a leap. Yeah, situations in the balance that require careful handling. And coincidentally, I've been seeing a lot of information about elephants recently. Okay, so maybe one of the information that I've heard will help in this pile. We'll see. And finally, purse. Pay attention to your finances. Okay, that's another thing that's important here. Pay attention to your finances. Second house, we don't have anything in the second house. Okay, let's now, oh look, it looks like sleep, or it made me feel like the word sleep. Maybe you are guided to take care of your sleep. Anywho, let's take a look at your tarot cards. And I'm thinking I'm going to place your tarot cards here because this way we have, here we have a lot of space. Right. Whoa, right off the bat, you've got the Tower card. Okay. You've got the Ace of Wands. Tower and Ace of Wands is definitely something about putting the something that's bad / corrupted / not working / standing in your way down in favor for something to rise, something much more powerful and better to begin, to be able to have the energy to do something or the ability to do something. So you've got the Empress card. Seven of Swords. And Four of Cups. Right, we still have a card here. We'll open it in due time. So what are we looking at? Let's put everything together. Hagalaz definitely is the Tower energy we're looking at here. That is the Hagalaz energy. So when it comes to the Tower, it doesn't look like it's harming anything in your life. Not to undermine the fact that this has to do with yourself, right, at all, but at least the Tower card is not talking about, oh, be careful, for example, there's something with your work or with your relationship or with your finances or anything like that. I feel it's a personal strategy here, taking a look at the Tower card and the Ace of Wands. Since we have the Hagalaz in the first house, I feel like there is a powerful change this month. This is a month where you are bringing something powerful down. And it could be positive, something positive down could simply mean, for some of you, you're finally losing weight. Right? You're finally losing weight, or that stubborn acne is finally healing. And with the Ace of Wands, you're going to be seeing massive, like a glowing skin, or you're now enjoying your healthy body or anything like that. So that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be something drastic. Although for a lot of you, it is going to be drastic. This could mean this is a month where you're realizing that you have not been truthful and honest with yourself before, or maybe a lie falls right in front of your eyes about what you've been telling yourself about when it comes to you. And initially that might feel very painful to see something, a truth shatter about yourself right in front of your eyes like that, that is terrible. But instantaneously, it is leading to your empowerment. This is the energy of maybe crying over the fact that you learn that you're not so good at a skill, for example. It might be very painful learning, oh my God, I didn't think I would fail at this, or I didn't think I was bad at all when it came to that. I didn't think I was a bad person, whatever this could mean to you. It's going to break your heart for some of you. This, if you haven't been honest with yourself, that, like what I'm about to say here is only in case you haven't been honest with yourself when it comes to something. So powerful, true, powerful old thought falls, shatters about who you are as a person, but it's instantaneously, in that matter, leading to you going, right, well, I'm going to start from right now doing this, and that, and I will never be behaving in this way again, or I will never be ignoring myself again, or ignoring my boundaries again. Yeah, maybe you have someone here with a Tower card that disrespects you, allowing you to see for the first time that perhaps you've been a people pleaser. Maybe you never thought of it this way. Maybe you had another idea in your mind. And that very idea shatters right in front of your eyes. And the very thing that's now staring and glaring at you is the idea that you've been people pleasing, or maybe you haven't been setting boundaries, or maybe this is the truth about something regarding yourself. Or for some of you, this could mean that you're bringing the old down, the old you, in favor of the real you to rise. So this could be, that's it. I am tired of not taking good care of myself in these aspects of my life. That is it. I am making a massive change in the areas, when it comes to me, the areas of my life where I haven't been paying attention to. So maybe this is how you look, for example. Maybe you're like, I'm going to be taking very good care of myself. I'm going to be taking care of my skin. I'm going to be taking care of how I dress. I'm going to be taking care of how I present myself. I'm going to be taking care of my hair. It could also be personal strength. So you're like, that's it. There's a moment that we hit in life where we see how something has been hurting us or harming us, and there's a rock bottom to it, where you're like, something happens and you say, I will never let this happen to me. And I think I'm more in favor of what I just said, because my eyes just fell on the heartache over what you no longer have. Yeah. So this means that this month you're going to be going through a personal experience. You're not meant to know about it right now with the mystery of the box. But maybe someone's going to do something to you. Maybe you're going to fail in something. And I say fail loosely because you never fail. It's all feedback in order for you to get back and do better. But I digress. My point is, some form of powerful experience is happening for this pile in the month of May that may shake you in the beginning. You might even feel like your hands are shaking. It's gonna rock you to your core. It's going to hurt you. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna hurt you. And but at the same time, it hit inside. It hurts. It hit so deep enough that it's the turning point with this particular Tower and Ace of Wands. That's definitely a turning point going on here. And I see that it's leading with the Empress too. Either, the Empress is everything we've been discussing. Attractiveness, wealth, creativity. It leads to a spark of creativity. It's that hit that makes you think, you know what? From now on, I am going to rely on myself. I will never let someone do this thing for me, or help me in this way, or rely on myself when it comes to work. it might be, it's going to be, do you see the Hierophant's hat here? It's going to be the very thing that awakens you. And I think it's going to be such a powerful turning point where this is the month you watch yourself do something that you never thought you can do or was going to do. And there's a lot of creativity here. It's you're being pushed to a point where you don't have any choice really but to think, but to be creative and figure out what you're going to do about a situation once and for all, because it's like everything is falling. You have no choice. And it's going to come out very positive. And like I told you, I read your cards very honestly. I'm going to tell you maybe the unfavorable parts, but when I tell you the good parts, I hope you believe me. This is leading to something very favorable to you. It's going to lead to something that allows you to live a luxurious life, to make you feel pretty or handsome, or it allows you to birth something that is very important to you, that required this energy. Yeah, to birth it. It required, just like a match, it required that spark. It's a spark that inspires you to do something. Also, on the other hand, not only are you going to be, is it going to be pushing you towards something positive, actually, you will learn that you came out of this situation in the nick of time, that something was about to powerful, massive, was going to be taken from you. You were going to be maybe robbed with the Seven of Swords, lied on, cheated on. Something dishonest is going on here. And you were about to be entrapped, perhaps forever even. So this is you going to be dropping it, thinking, oh my God, emotionally. I mean, dropping it emotionally. Because you're going to look back a few days later and think, oh my God, this was going to entrap me. I'm here feeling sad, or I was sad and disappointed about it. But look at the dishonesty here. Look at the lies here. This was supposed to entrap me. I am very lucky that this fell right when I was going to be stuck. And so this is you dropping it from your heart. You going, I'm glad this happened. I am lucky this happened. And this is for sure leading you to, and I was wondering, why do you have the Ansuz rune in the 5th house? Now it all makes sense. The Ansuz rune is a rune of communication. It's almost like your crown chakra opens up because of the situation, and you download a brilliant idea, because I do see a creative spark happening here, a divine creative spark. Ansuz here, Ansuz rune is also divine. So I see a divine spark for sure. You are going to be, and perhaps this is what the bird is presenting here with the news here. I genuinely feel like you're going to be downloading a brilliant idea this month that's instantaneously going to take you towards your luxury / attractiveness / creativity, creating something, or maybe even all. Okay, this could be a big wedding here, marriage and ostentation. And this could be your invitations. Perhaps someone here is going to be sending out invitation letters for a wedding in September. Just notice that here, it's there. But yeah, so we've explored the 1st house, we've explored the 6th house. I want to explore the 10th house here, because something with regards to your goals, when it comes to your goals, is, I don't want to say blocked. I want to say blocked is not the right word. The Nothi's rune is hindered. So let's see what this is. Perhaps this card can tell us what goal is that's hindered this month. The Hermit. What are you searching for? What are you searching for? Let me think. It's also giving me the energy of the 8th house. You're trying to figure something out. I get the sense that you've been trying to figure it out for a while with the Isa rune. I get the sense that you're going to feel this month, oh my God, I feel so lost. What did I do? What did I put myself into? Or maybe you're saying maybe there's no hope. Maybe you're standing on a cliff thinking perhaps there's no hope, but you'd be further from the truth, because here this is talking about how you're actually going to get there. It's just that you're not getting there this month. And then right under my hands, it's saying pay attention to your finances. Maybe your finances are helping in this situation. Maybe your finances have anything to do with it, because it definitely got my attention as I was thinking about your card. So maybe you want to be careful with your finances, especially if it's connected to what you're trying to achieve here. If it's not connected, then it's not. But this month, there is you're not going to see it, right? This month, you're not going to see that. But there is a massive transformation happening in the dark when it comes to this goal you're trying to achieve. And it's funny. The dichotomy here is really funny. Amidst the moment where you think, hey, maybe I should give up, is the very moment where there's actual massive silent changes happening. It's not showing us what these massive changes are, but it's showing that there are massive changes. And the Tiwaz rune is a rune of doing the responsible thing, doing the right thing. And in that case, the good news here is that I see that you haven't given up. Maybe you have your doubts. Maybe you have your doubts for sure. Maybe you feel like it's dark, but you don't give up with the Tiwaz rune, which is great. I love that for you. I feel like you're still going to be responsible, doing the responsible thing. You're going to be disciplined also with the Tiwaz rune. You're going to be strong with the Tiwaz rune. Nonetheless, yeah, but that's what I see here. You're really looking for something. I can help you out and see what it is that you're looking for. One more card, please. What is it that pile number 2 is looking for? Maybe I can also take a tea leaf that can help us out. Tea leaf and a card. So what is it that you are looking for? Weeping Willow, Family Sorrow, Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords suggests that, again, we get commitment. We get experience also. I think your commitment and your experience and plans is the energy of what you're doing here. So I would say, okay. I would say you are trying to achieve a goal here that you're very disciplined towards. You have the experience and the knowledge also, Queen of Swords, that allows you to get to it. But with the Weeping Willow, it seems like it's not happening. But I went aha, because the Weeping Willow, although you think it's, it moves wherever the wind takes it kind of energy, which gives the idea of maybe helplessness in the situation. It's also the very thing that makes it strong, that makes it unique, because when there is super strong wind, it doesn't break like so many other trees because of its flexibility. And so the very thing that you're thinking is the darkness here or isn't working out for you here will be the very thing that gives you flexibility up next in your life. And you'll be very thankful that this happened, that you have that kind of flexibility. You wouldn't change it for the world. And you will see that it will become your point of power. Perhaps you are trying to get to your destination in a very specific way. You think this is how it should work. This is how you should go. And obviously you have a plan here with the Queen of Swords. But you will be seeing that the divine's way the universe's way of where this is going is going to be the smarter way and much more favorable way to you reaching your goals right now. So it doesn't exactly tell us what the goal is, but the clues are that you're very knowledgeable about it, you know what to do, you even have experience, yeah, and you're very disciplined towards it. Yeah, and although you're very disciplined, Isa rune, Tiwaz rune, there's something in your way. It will turn out to be the very blessing. This thing that you think is in your way is not working, it's loose. What's going on? Why isn't it working? That very thing that you don't like about it will be the advantage that you will celebrate later. And things are going to change. There's going to be wind, and it's going to work to your favor, making you very unique. Okay, so putting you in a unique situation, I want to say. Right, so this is what we see when it comes to the 8th house and the 10th house. And now we've explored most of what we see here. Now there's something about the Suwali rune in the 11th house and the Wunya rune in the 12th house. Let's get there, because there's good news when it comes to your community. The sun is rising on your community. What's going on here? There is a surprise news this month that is bringing your community together. Everyone is going to be celebrating something, just like a community would do, coming together to celebrate a marriage. So while marriage could be true for a lot of you, but what is definitely true for all of you is that people are coming together to celebrate something this month. A new chapter. It seems like your community is... You're surprised, you're all surprised how you're thinking in a more progressive way here. In a way that makes everyone happy. And it shows it's going to show on your community. People visiting you maybe from other cities or other companies or anything like that are going to go, wow, look at this company, look at how they're communicating together, look at their rights, look at what they get to have, look at how they deal with each other with respect, oh, look at the transparency, whatever this is. I feel like it shows with ostentation. And so many people are going to be hearing about it. So many people are going to be celebrating you from afar as well. Going, wow, do you see this community? They're wishing you well. Because you as a community are thinking progressively. This community has gone through some pain. And finally, you've become wiser as a whole, as a collective, because of all of the pain you have gone through. You've learned what actions lead to what sort of pains. And you're taking a leap this month as a community. That's definitely something that I see here. You're celebrating each other. You're celebrating your leap forward. I feel the culture of this community is absolutely changing. You know, how when a whole community learns about something and they change their minds, the conversation around something changes. The way everyone is happy to do the right thing, that changes. So yeah, maybe on your social media, you're going to be seeing everyone in alignment, in agreement with a new idea that everybody's happy to apply. Everyone's celebrating everyone. It's one of those moments where you're so proud of your community and the way they think. So yeah, massive leap forward for your community here. You're definitely going to love that and enjoy it. That's why you've got the Suwali rune in the 11th house. It's positive, but it leads to the success of everyone, the happiness of everyone. And speaking of happiness, you've got the Wunya rune in the 12th house. There is a sense of bliss this month. Although there's a lot going on, as you can see, for sure, you are feeling blissful this month. Before we get there, before we talk and discuss about why you're feeling this bliss this month, I just noticed maybe I can help you out. Is there anything dangerous going on here with finances for pile number 2? Healing. Okay. 3 of Swords. So this is saying no, nothing Nothing dangerous. Perhaps you are going to feel the hit. Yes, you're going to feel the hit in something, but it teaches you a lot, and it allows you to heal your relationship with money moving forward. You're going to be wiser. Again, it's next to the wisdom card. You're going to be wiser. You're going to be more appreciative of what you get. And you're going to be dealing in a much better way when it comes to your money. But you don't have to hit that point. You've heard it here first. Take care of how you spend your money and how you take care of it, and that should take care of everything. Yeah, just be careful with the money that you have, is what I'm seeing here for you. But other than that, let's take a look at the bliss that's in this pile. Bliss. Moving forward, I don't know, I feel like you're very hopeful about the future. You're feeling that something great is about to happen for you. Yeah, maybe also because something is starting here for you, and there's great news when it comes to your community. And although you're not seeing the changes, you're still hopeful and making a change. So yeah, so many changes this month. But why the bliss in the 12th house? What didn't I see here? Temperance. Card of healing. Knight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. You're thirsty for something, yet you have the strength to drop it. I feel this is talking about transcendence, 12th house. You're ending a chapter this month. You're finally out of something this month. Yes, it's a month where one leg in, one leg's out. You're wrapping up the old, but already starting the new beginning. So although you're not entirely there, wherever this is, wherever the new chapter is, I mean, with the Page of Pentacles, you're already, half of you, or a great part of you, is already in the new chapter. So one leg's in the old chapter as you're wrapping it up, but the other leg is in the new chapter. An example of that could be, just a simple example, is you wrapping up the work of your old company, the current job that you have that you're leaving. But maybe after that, you go to the new office and you're being introduced to your new work and you're very excited about that. So in the morning, you're wrapping up your old work, you're still being seen and treated, you feel like you're still in the old world, but because you go to the new office right after it and you meet the new team members and you meet your new manager and you're already focusing and building something else in the new office, you're like, oh my God, maybe I'm not entirely out, but I'm also beginning this new chapter. So I feel like you're feeling the bliss this month because although this is a month where you're not entirely out of everything that you want to be out of, you're wrapping up. You feel the bliss because you know you are wrapping up the old in so many ways, even when it comes to finances, community, this thing about yourself that you're changing here, the goals you're trying to reach, and God knows what else you're trying to achieve and leave behind and get to. So in so many aspects of your life, you're dropping the old. And although you're not out of it in May entirely, you're so happy because you can see yourself in the new world already. You can see that your life is changing this month. I keep telling you, it's the month where there's a turning point here. And yeah, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see for you in the month of May 2026. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your May 2026 predictions, and these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. As always, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. Okay, so as you can see on the far right, there's an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment. This way we'll have a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. All right, so very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green jasper. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Scorpio, as well as Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and see what energies are at play in your month of May 2026, my dear pile number 3. So what can pile number 3 expect in their month of May 2026, please? 1, 2, 3. Okay, wonderful. Let's take the ones that are outside and see what we have on the inside. Okay, so in the 11th house, which is a big energy this month, you've got the Yewan's rune. In the 7th house, you've got the Kanaz rune. Ooh, okay. And between the 6th and the 7th, we've got the Dagaz rune. Okay. Then you've got the Awaz rune in the 6th house. And look at that. Between the 2nd and the 3rd, you've got the rune, the Othala rune. And between, is it touching the 12th? Yeah. Between the 2nd, the 1st, and the 12th, but mainly in the 1st, you've got the rune, the Raido rune. So let's keep it like that. This way we remember. There we go. Touching the 3. Okay, so these are the energies at play. We'll take a look at what it's trying to say in just a moment, but let's take a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll be expanding your reading using your tarot cards. This way we have all the details needed to see the energies of this month. Okay, so you've got Lilith with the keyword taboo. Very interesting. So the keywords here are darkness, untamed, intensity, independence. There's something about the 11th house and every pile so far about a community being independent, free, also changing their thoughts about something with taboo, like maybe something that they would never think about is now out in the open and being discussed. There's something like that, like something being brought out from the darkness to the light and being discussed. That's all energies that I've noticed at play this month. So anyways, independence, erotic, sexual liberation, temptation, secret desires, fetishes, shadow side, empowerment, as well as destruction. Okay. You've got, yeah, resistance. You see? Mercury in Taurus with resistance. Yeah, definitely see that. Mercury in Sagittarius with discovery. Okay. And how about, I keep asking the question, and you know, the combination of the cards are different. If I push these up, I may be able to place a tea leaf here. I think I can now. So we've got the month of August, okay? So something may start this month and culminate in August, perhaps. Everything, yeah. You've got Moon in Capricorn with practicality. All right. You've got Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Okay, lovely. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. I love this for you. Okay. You've got Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Amazing, amazing energies. Okay, and you've got Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Right. So, oh, we've got one more card. My apologies. Bedroom. So something is intimate this month. Seventh house. I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot. You have the seventh house. Yeah, there's intimacy, it seems, this month, or maybe you're getting closer to someone. This could even be Cupid's bow, you know? Since you have the Kanaz rune, there's light entering your heart. It doesn't have to be love. You know, light entering your heart. Yeah, it could be falling in love with some of you. It could be meeting an enlightened person in your life that will change your life this month. And they're going to be so close to you. Yeah. Right. Otherwise, it does look for a lot of you that there is a lot of like love, a massive transformation in the area of love and romance, perhaps. I would have said, you know, it could even be a friend, but we're looking at the bedroom. Again, I could be wrong, but if I put two and two together, it just looks like falling in love. There is, you know, hanky panky going on, you know. There's a lot of emotions and fire. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. And yeah, it does even say sexual liberation, so, you know, it's there. Let's take a look and see what else, what other energies you have, just so we can connect the dots. You've got the Seven of Swords, okay? I suddenly feel like someone here is a lawyer. Just a feeling that I got, and I also always like to mention like the inspirations or the feelings or the visions or anything that I hear. But I got a feeling of a lawyer. So either you're a lawyer or maybe someone's going to be dealing with some legal papers this month, but in a good way, like you're not dreading it. Anyways, that's what I feel with the torch and achievement and prosperity. Just what I feel. But anyways, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got the Five of Pentacles. The Devil card. Interesting. You've got the Ace of Wands. Ooh, there's a winner here, the Five of Swords. The Four of Cups. And it's touching the fourth house. I really feel this is a synchronicity of some form, and we'll find out what it is in just a moment. But yeah, these are the cards for this month. What are we looking at? Where do we begin? I'm drawn to both these two runes, the Othala rune, second and third house, and the Ehwaz in the sixth house. So there's a lot of communication this month between you and family members. Othala doesn't have to be family members, but it could be your community, because that's very strong in your reading here. So there's a lot of communication going on. And if you watched another pile, you're going to be like mind blown right now, because that seems to be the recurrent theme that I keep looking at. I don't know what's going on, but there is a lot of communication between people this month, the community this month, seeing that it's touching the second house, it seems like it's going to affect positively the resources of everyone. Like a lot of good communication that is favorable for everyone. I see there's a lot of loyalty to the people. With the Ehwaz rune in the 11th house, it's a rune of loyalty. I feel like people are coming together and they're not selfish, they're there for each other. And it's leading to prosperity for everyone. And you can even see it here. If you focus on temptation, then there's going to be lack with the Five of Pentacles. It's also going to lead to trouble, because with the Seven of Swords, it might be a shortcut, a quick shortcut towards something, but it's going to lead to complications later on. As opposed to being enlightened and doing the right thing, this makes you win and everyone wins, and it brings out unexpected results for everyone. So I'm seeing something around your community resisting something for the longest time, or maybe they were head to head perhaps for the longest time. And I'm seeing they're talking about the important things with the taboo. So these could be you and your co-workers, you and your company talking about the difficult topics that have been swept under the rug. Nobody's been talking about them. Maybe everyone is suddenly realizing we shouldn't be all fighting, trying to make each individual person win for themselves, but it's better that we join forces and actually do what's right for all of us. I feel like this is what's going on here, whether this is in your company or your community or your family, any group of people really. There's a lot of communication here going on. And as opposed to people being selfish before, creating a lot of resistance, now it's all about, hey, let's bring everything out onto the table, out in the open. Let's discuss openly and discover the things that we've been hiding from each other. Let's be honest and truthful. And perhaps this is the intimacy here as well. It's another aspect of how people are coming together intimately, sharing, each one sharing the secrets, each one sharing the things that they know, not keeping it for themselves. And it's leading to a massive change here this month. I feel like, do you see the arrow here and the arrow here? It's crazy. It feels to me like you're all moving together in a positive direction. You're no longer in this resistance where you put a lot of power but it's not moving, and now you're just flying easily. So yeah, I feel like the community is being organized. Everyone is doing their part right. There's definitely something like that here, and there's a lot of prosperity for everyone. It's a month where everyone learns that being selfish, being just going for what you want, being stuck on wanting something now, is bringing lack for everyone and complications for everyone. So you're giving the boot to the old ways, it seems, and you are doing things with a lot of enlightenment, a lot of you're in your light, I would say, all of you. You're standing in your light, and that's so beautiful to see. And it looks like not only are you going to be seeing great results amongst your community, but since you're moving in the right direction, there is something about energy of the future. For the foreseeable future, in August, I see that it's the culmination of the efforts you're putting in today in the month of May 2025. So yes, a lot of communication leading to prosperity for sure. And in every pile, I don't understand also, it's really amazing. It's blowing my mind in every pile. I'm not sure if it was also in pile 1, but definitely in pile 2 as well. There's something about a journey that you're doing for yourself with the first house. You're embarking on a new journey that is empowering you personally or benefiting you. You're looking out for yourself. Kind of like you're going on a new journey, trying to achieve your personal goals, your personal desires, to change as a person. Also, I see with the second house, since they're connected, the second house could also be the body. So maybe you're going on a new journey this month, making massive changes towards your body. Maybe this is talking about your health, although this is not the sixth house, but it could be you taking better care of your body. Also, this new journey is allowing you to be more attuned and in alignment with your spiritual path. You're definitely in the right direction of this journey. And, we'll call it journey for now, but in a moment, we'll definitely be taking a look at what is this new journey that you'll be embarking on. But before we get into that, I just want to continue the outline of the energies that I see in general. Fifth and sixth house, you've got the Ehwaz rune. Fifth and sixth house. Okay, I'm back. I've been thinking a lot about this, but I'm picking up on the idea here of resilience. Sixth house makes me feel you're taking care of, when it comes to things regarding your everyday life, or maybe your health, sixth house. It looks to me like you're finding more creative and fun ways to stay resilient with your healthcare routine or your daily routine. It looks like that to me. You're getting ideas, perhaps, with the Four of Cups here. You're getting brilliant ideas that you love, that allow you to stay on track. It's what I'm thinking, having looked at these two for a little while. But again, it's something that we can explore in just a moment. So we're exploring this new journey, more details there, more details on the fun things you're creating to stay on track. I am definitely seeing here, there is something regarding love, light entering the heart, a massive transformation when it comes to an intimate person in your life. This could be a new person. Maybe you're coming together with someone in your life. There were like misunderstandings. Now there's enlightenment, there's light. You understand each other better. Maybe this is a new person in your life. Yeah, I'm just going to stand with that. If you're not interested in love, I mean, there's a person who you're going to meet who's going to be very close to you that will have a massive effect on your life. They will really change your life starting this month. That's all I can say with that. But for the most part, this looks like something romantic, in my opinion. Okay, so yes, now that we've explored the different areas, how the community is coming together, that we'll see the results of, especially in August. That's going to be great. There, you will find that you will spend a lot of time watching discussions amongst your community this month, what they regard as a taboo, or how they're bringing out the old files, showing, each one is showing information to each other. Yeah, intimate secrets are out in the light. And it's making a massive change. There's discovery, there are changes because of it. Yeah, I feel like there is resilience here to make a change for sure. Okay, I love this energy. It's so beautiful. Definitely a lot of light in this pile, a lot of bringing the darkness into the light, finding out the truth, each one standing in their light, even if it's not easy. Yeah, that's what I see. Okay, so let's take the questions. I mean, let's explore deeper at the things where I was wondering about. So, for your journey, the Raido rune, let's ask, what journey are you embarking on this month? My dear pile number one, what is this journey that you are embarking on? We do see a boot here, so you're ready. You're all dressed up and ready, I feel. What is that journey? Page of Wands. Another page. Wow. Page of Cups. Now suddenly it looks like a book with 2 pages. Is this talking about a chapter with yourself? A personal. Yeah, very personal. For some of you, it could be self-image, right? But it doesn't have to be. What is this journey? 6 of Pentacles. that's why it's connecting with the 12th house, because the changes that you are making within yourself are causing changes to the community. It's kind of like Michael Jackson's song "Man in the Mirror." Sorry about the Michael Jackson references in today's reading. It was also on the second pile, but it's perhaps because I've just seen the movie and maybe I'm affected by it. But I'm seeing something like that's the first example that pops up in my mind. If you want to make the world a better change, if you want to make the world a better place, my apologies, take a look at yourself and make that change. And I feel like the changes that you're going to be making within yourself will be reaching so far, just like a ripple effect, and it will make a change to the world. That's what I see here. Seeing the first house and the 12th house is the idea that instantly pops up with your cards. You've got the King of Cups. So beautiful. Right. Perhaps the changes that you're making today are affecting the new generation to come, whether these are your children or in general the ideas and the feelings and the health of the generation to come. That's definitely in your cards. But maybe you're guiding the new generation with your actions, perhaps the new world in your action, through your actions. So what am I seeing? What is that personal journey? It's a personal transformation. You're going on a personal transformational journey, and suddenly you feel a lot of passion rushing within you. You feel like you're ready for change. It's a rush of adrenaline or a rush of motivation that suddenly happens in the month of May, where you feel like a sudden realization that you can be better, you can do better, you can become who you're imagining yourself to be. And that's really the change here. You see yourself in a certain light. You know you can be something way better. And I feel like it resonates with you this month, and you're making these big changes. You're so excited about it, and you're almost promising yourself here. You're saying, I promise you, I'm going to make these changes. I promise you, I'm going to be that person I see when I look in the mirror. I'm getting there. Something so intimate with yourself, so beautiful. And you're making these changes. And I also see that it's going to affect your body and how you look on the outside, these massive changes and promises that you're making to yourself. The Six of Pentacles have the scales, so I could be right about the weight for some of you. You're on a personal journey and you're like getting to the right weight or something, a preferable weight, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be a business with the Six of Pentacles because of the scales and give and take. It is business. So maybe it's also a personal business for some of you with the Six of Pentacles, starting a new project. In all cases, what I do definitely see here is that all of the changes that you are making for yourself this month is making you happy first and foremost with the King of Cups now and in the future. And it's affecting a new generation. I feel like there are people, younger people, that look up to you and they love the changes that you've done. It's becoming their new norm, it seems. They're inspired by you and that's what they want to do. Yeah. Yeah, it feels very apparent here in your cards. Or maybe you are giving a message. Maybe you're a teacher and the changes that you're making, your students are noticing and they want to make these changes as well. Or it's just that by you being yourself and making these changes, you have a lot of people who are inspired by you. It doesn't have to be children, right? Or a younger generation. It just simply could mean you have a lot of people genuinely being in touch with their inner child who are very much inspired by what you're doing, and you standing in your light really is making a ripple effect when it comes to the people around you. Yeah. So that's what we see with the personal journey. I'm glad we've zoomed in a little bit on that. But yeah, you're making a lot of changes. And speaking of a personal journey, that's why this is happening here. You're like, okay, I have these important tasks that I have to do every day, or responsibilities. These are my routines. And I don't know why this is showing up, but it seems like it's a powerful energy this month. You're finding creative ways to push through and make sure that your day is more enjoyable, I feel. But let's see what the cards show here. So, yeah, a lot of planning, Queen of Swords, and there is excitement. Yay, I like how that sounds. So there's a lot of planning going on here, turning lemons into lemonade, being shaded, being protected. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Yeah, something about you being in touch with your future self is like you're on the precipice of something, of the old you and the new you, something like that. High Priestess. Yeah, they're definitely connected, these two. And you've got the Queen of Cups. Always have the King or the Queen of Cups as the last card on the right here. So, okay, it looks to me from this Queen of Cups that there's something upsetting you. Looking at it from the 5th and 6th house, this could be your children upsetting you, maybe their grades, or your everyday routines, your tasks. Something there is upsetting you. You're like very frustrated. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're burned out. Maybe you genuinely don't know how to handle all of these responsibilities together, maybe. But it looks like you're doing something now for the benefit of your future self. And while it may require dedication and planning, definitely a lot of creativity, you're doing it for your future self. You know how, for example, when we prepare things before we go to bed, so that our future selves, morning selves, have a better morning. Like, for example, you prepare the outfit you're going to wear, you prepare your lunch, you prepare, you do the dishes so that, you don't wake up to a terrible kitchen. All the little things you do in the evening so that you have a smoother morning. The future you, when you wake up, you're so genuinely thankful for your past self for doing that effort. And it may not feel that nice in the evening, but in the morning, you are so thankful because your morning runs much smoother than without these things, for sure. And so, similarly, I feel like you're taking things or matters into your own hands. And there's the past and future self here again. There's you take this current self taking care of the future self over and over and over. I feel like, right, let's list down all of the things that are causing these issues. Let's make a plan. Let's be creative in how we can resolve this. And you're making these types of changes this month. You're finding creative ideas and how to make your future life easier, especially your everyday routines or your health, depending on how this resonates with you, or maybe it's even both. Yeah, you're getting your life into order with Moon in Capricorn. I can see getting your life into order, taking it day by day. You're increasing your efforts because you want to have a smoother future that is pain-free. That's your goal this month. You want to be able to incorporate these new things on your new journey. You want to be able to also handle the everyday things that you already have to take care of in your life, and you're figuring it out creatively. You're like, future me, I'm taking care of you right now. I'm going to sit down and take care of you right now. So that's definitely a big energy that I see for you in the month of May. You putting your life into order. You're finally figuring out how to handle your everyday life in a much smoother way. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the 7th house here. What's going on? First, we'll take a look at it from a romantic aspect, and then we'll be taking a look at it from a general aspect. So, something new, Ace of Swords. It doesn't have to be a new relationship, but it could be new clarity in the relationship. Truth. with the Kanaz rune and the Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords, King of Swords. This is powerful. It's either someone changing, owning up to their mistakes, holding on to the truth and saying, yes, I know what the truth is. That's the truth, and I'm going to stick to what's right. I have the strength here with the King of Swords to do what's right. That's for some of you. That's going to create a massive change in your relationship. Or it could be with the Ace of Swords, a new romantic. It's not romantic with the swords. I say romantic because of the 7th house. And the arrow and everything I pointed out before. It could be a new relationship in your life. One where you're compatible in your values, in the way you think, in your mission even with the Ace of Swords. And I feel like you are getting closer to someone with the King of Swords who's disciplined, who has a healthy mind, who's balanced with the King of Swords, has a good balance, intellectual, wants to do the right thing, a leader, and is always looking at the best way to do something. They put a lot of thought into why do it like this? Why not do the best? Like, why stop there? Why stop in the middle? Like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to make sure it's the best kind of mentality. So yeah, very interesting person, very enlightened person. So enlightened spiritually, intellectually, is in the right mindset. And yeah, you're going to obviously have great conversations together with a person like that. But also great everything else, it seems. Yeah, a lot of passion. And this person is really transforming your life with the Dagaz rune. This is a massive transformation. It looks like this is not a relationship that's there for a short while and leaving. This looks like a person who's going to have a massive change in terms of your everyday life. Maybe you're going to have a serious relationship together moving on forward. Maybe it's the person you marry even. It's committed, it seems. Maybe this is a person, because of your lives coming together, it's changing your life. Maybe this is a person who can change your life because of the knowledge they have, or the circumstances they have, the people they know, or anything. Maybe they're in another place, who knows? Maybe you have to move, or they have to move, I don't know. But it looks like for sure this person will have a massive transformational effect on your life. Yeah, so that's definitely there's a lot of fire going on this month for sure. Okay, if it's in general, right, then it would be, got the Lovers card again. I would say for the most part this is love, but I asked, so in general, Lovers, and the Justice card. I love this Justice card because it shows you the idea of what you put in, you get out. And it clearly shows how this lovely lady has been wearing beautiful red pumps. Yes, they were hurtful in some ways, obviously, throughout the night, but it also gave her a wonderful feeling. She felt her best as she wore them. So this is why I love this card so much. But back to the point, the Kanaz in the 7th house. So there's some legalities here, justice, and with these legal papers. Maybe this is like moving in together, getting married. That pops up again, by the way, although I'm not asking about relationships, but it's like into romantic relationships. But again, it seems like it's there. Maybe you're finding a home together with someone. Maybe this is sharing a home, right? An intimate space with someone that's also there. But if it's not that, this could be business with for sale. Maybe you are co-joining this month with someone who's knowledgeable in a specific area that you need. And I feel like you are signing papers together with the Justice card and this particular 7 of Swords. And this is really going to have a transformative effect on your lives. I feel like you're opening up your papers, you're showing each other, oh, these are my profits, oh, these are my profits, these are my results, oh, these are my results. You know, you're sharing your intimate business papers together, and you're co-signing something. It seems there's a lot of legalities here. And you might be even in the same office or something, or own something together. That's there. Maybe it's you and someone owning an office together, some form of real estate together. That's there as well. Okay. All in all, in the month of May, I see you moving in the right direction. For sure, I see that there are massive changes that are happening. I see you moving towards abundance and prosperity. That's clear in this pile. I feel like there's a lot of awakening. There's a massive awakening for this pile this month of realizing who you want to be, how to get there, and that every cell of you awakens, knowing that this is the direction that you want to move towards. And of course, not to mention that there is something powerful here about the community coming together. Do you want me to very quickly check up on that before we wrap up the reading? What is going on with the community in pile number 3? Get out of here. Look at that. Whole community is coming together. And looking at the witches here, I feel like people are coming together because their intuition is telling them something. They have a feeling about something. They know that this is the right thing. Or maybe it's just enlightenment, you know? Enlightenment. Yeah, everyone, the whole community is transcending. So 3 of Cups. Whole community is growing together. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of collaboration. Do you see 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles? A lot of working together, doing something beautiful together, communicating together, being there for each other with the 3 of Cups. And it's changing the world. Do you see that? So yeah, your whole community is changing because each person is deciding this month to stand in their light, do the right thing, move in the right direction. Taboo or not, we're opening everything up, talking about it, working together to draw out or create something that's the best for everyone. The whole world, or your whole community, your whole world. You see that? You keep getting that. Is changing this month. You and everyone. That's going to be great news for you. And very quickly, how will that be affecting your life? Let's take 3 cards because we keep getting 3s. So how is it changing your life? First of all, it will allow you to drop something that wasn't good for you once and for all. You're no longer threatened by it, and you have the power to say no. Stamp your feet. Is it called? Stamp your feet and say absolutely not. Forget about that. Second thing, with the 8 of Pentacles, it allows you to, one way or the other, be recognized for the great things in you, or what you bring to the table, literally here, what you bring to the table, what you can do, where your expertise can help the community. How you're being of service is definitely making you very happy. With the smiling here, very happy. And 8 of Swords. How is this making you happy? 8 of Swords is generally a card of feeling stuck. But we know that it doesn't mean that you are stuck. It simply means that you think you're stuck. And with all of the papers and the education and papers coming out, remember we were talking about the taboo coming out, with all of the information that's coming out, you're no longer going to feel tired and imprisoned any longer, it seems to me. You're really going to feel like there are angels helping. Things are going to be going so fast, and there's going to be so much information that will liberate you, to the point where you're going to think, I'd be damned if there isn't like a divine power at play helping here. What is going on? But yeah, overall, you're not imprisoned. I mean, it's all in this person's mind for sure. Maybe they have something difficult definitely going on in their lives, but they're free. They're free. And now that the information is coming out, they don't have to feel hopeless any longer. They feel like, hey, maybe I'm not stuck after all. So I feel like this is you realizing through the information that, hey, I'm not stuck. Right? Did I see that correctly? Yeah, with the judgment card. It makes you realize, it puts your old thoughts to rest. Now the old thoughts that have been imprisoning you, making you think that you're powerless, that you couldn't do anything, you're putting them to rest, and you're finding your inner goddess. You're finding your inner power, and you are valuing yourself. Yeah, no more of that. Liberation, I would say. Maybe this is you sitting on the couch going, oh, I'm free. And that's just the beginning. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope, oh, I just remembered something. The 4 was touching the 4, and we saw a house. Maybe someone here is going to move to a new house, because I did notice the 4s here. It could be. But yeah, this is what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, my dear pile number 3. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look, oh, thanks, at your, ooh, look at that. Romance has been a powerful energy throughout the piles. It's there. So anyways, welcome to your May 2026 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, as always, you'll find that I list them below in the description box for you guys. But, oh, and also, as you can see on the far right, there is an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to take that for you. In which I'll be casting some runes on, and we've got 2 times as well. In order to get a more accurate and detailed reading for your month of May, but very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful sodalite, and if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Capricorn, as well as Taurus. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's get straight into it and see what energies are at play for your month of May. What can pile number 4 expect in their month of May 2026, please? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Let's take the ones. Are these touching? They're not. Okay, let's take these out and see what we have. Right, so for the 3rd house, you've got the Nothi's rune between the 3rd and the 4th house. You've got the Algiz rune. This is amazing. 5th house, you've got the Isa rune as well as, wow, the Fehu rune. This definitely makes me think of some, like, being out of the loop or being out of something, not knowing what to do, being a little bit stuck, because the Isa rune is also like the Hanged Man, being stuck in something and being forced to find creative ideas that will lead to massive blessings. That energy is there, and you won't believe me, I did see it in another pile, but in another way. I think I saw it in their tarot cards. But that energy is definitely there this month, of being pushed to your limits towards something in order to unlock a massive door of blessing. That's there. 8th house, you've got the Ansuz rune. Okay. Between the 9th and the 10th house, you've got the Laguz rune. In the 10th house, you've got, ooh, the Uruz rune. I love this for you. Okay. Let's pull out your chart carefully and put it to the side. There we go, and see what your other cards are showing. Okay, as always, we'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. We'll shuffle this in a moment, and then we'll expand using your tarot cards, of course. Right, so you've got Juno with the keyword commitment. So things like marriage, long-term, yeah, I mean, what? Looks like romance, long-term relationships, and marriage is in the cards for this pile. If you are not into relationships, that's understandable. This is, of course, your pile. Maybe it's talking about a long-term partnership in business, right? But that's definitely their fulfillment, compatibility, give and take, loyalty, partnerships. Intimacy needs is another thing that I've been seeing in the piles. Soulmates, unions, as well as the month of June. Do you think one of these could be June? No. But May, something's definitely happening this month. April. So maybe something started in April that is getting into its full form, let's say in May. Or you'll find out about it in May. We'll see. But yeah, commitment is there. Love and romance is there. So Venus in Taurus with romance. And maybe we can fit a tea leaf here. Pale, time to get out of a situation. Okay, we'll keep that here. You've got Mars and Capricorn with authority. It makes me feel like the Pope, or in the weirdest way, like a priest. It makes me think of a priest, not in the weirdest way, of course, but it makes me think of a priest. So something along the lines of maybe marriage is there for some of you, even in this month. Maybe someone here is getting married. Yeah, that's not visible anymore. If we do it like that, suddenly like something is falling, and it is saying time to get out of a situation. Okay, we'll just keep that here. Now we have a focus on something coming out, getting out of your life. And you've got Mercury in Leo with drama. Okay. You've got love. I mean, guys, there's definitely something romantic going on here in this pile for sure. You've got forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Can I place this here? Yeah, I can place this here. Muddled, unclear thinking. Okay, and you've got ant, work, achievement, success. I definitely see that here. Amazing. All right. Oh, we also have wilderness, off beaten path. It's so cool because it looks like it's a new world for this pile this month. There's so much going on. But let's be patient and let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what it's showing. My dear pile number 4, what energies are at play for your month of May? Thank you. I rest my case. I rest my case. So there's definitely love here. It seems like there is love in this pile. Okay, Ace of Cups. You've got the 7 of Cups. A lot of daydreaming, fantasizing, thinking about someone over and over again. That's definitely there. Okay. You've got 9 of Swords. Again, if this is not love for you, then it's you fantasizing about a dream. Like you want to start a partnership with someone, a business partnership, and that's all you can think about. You're so passionate about it. You're in love with it. It could go either way. But for the most part, for most of you, this is definitely love here. You've got the Queen of Cups. You go, Queen. Okay, you've got, thanks. the Six of Cups, a lot of fun, a lot of feeling like your old self again, or your inner child's having a lot of fun this month, it seems. Yeah. You're unleashing your inner child, you're unleashing the fun this month. You've got the Fool card. And you've got the Page of Cups. Right. First of all, let's start off with the rune. It looks to me, with the third house, the house of communication, and you've got the Northeast rune, which is a restriction. I mean, if you do the math, it looks like you're blocking someone this month. Why are you doing that? You're blocking someone this month. Perhaps the Nine of Swords is trying to show that someone's been bringing you a lot of stress and anxiety. We'll explore. I mean, no need for guess. I'll explore what this means in a moment. But drama. Hello? Yes, it looks like you have some people in your life who have been causing a lot of drama. These could also be with authority. People who think they are in charge of your life, like maybe a manager or parents, perhaps. That will be unfortunate for real, but I'm just showing you the energies at play. These could be this could be an authority figure that people are going to stop from doing something. So this could be something along the lines of the I don't know, governor in your area not taking the right steps, and then everyone's like, no, you can't do that. Or maybe it's the government going, hey, we're going to restrict you from moving along or doing that specific project because it's causing a lot of drama. It's not the right thing. People are dropping something here. So I feel like, there is an authoritative figure in your life who, because of their actions and their love for power, will be causing some drama this month. But this time, the drama that they're creating creates a closed loop, meaning that perhaps they could get away from it with it before. This month, it seems like they're causing anxiety and stress to everyone. It's making everyone feel like everything is muddled, everything is unclear, no one can see ahead. They don't like the actions this time of this particular person. And I feel like because of an action that they're taking, they're going to be blocked this month. And they're going to be blocked forcefully with a lot of power with the Algiz rune. So something along the lines of, no, you can't do that. We're dropping this project. We're dropping this decision that you've taken. We're dropping you out of your power or position. Or maybe you are, like I suggested in the beginning, you're blocking someone. So if this is personal, you could be this time setting strong boundaries, and you're like, what are you talking about? What you're saying is not clear. It's been causing a lot of trouble, a lot of issues. Everything has been muddled with everything that you're doing, and you're speaking with a lot of force, a lot of power. You're not allowing this, and you're dropping this out of your life, either the decision or the person themselves. So that's definitely something powerful there that I see in your third house. Perhaps for some of you, looking at how the Algiz rune is connected to the third house and the fourth house, this could be someone maybe even in your home or in your childhood home. I could be wrong. They don't have to be connected at all. Just an idea and a suggestion looking at that. But the Northeast rune is not in the fourth house. I mean, it could have been like that, and I would have definitely told you it's someone in your house or your intimate connections, but it doesn't have to be. In all cases, there's a block here, a powerful block towards someone who's been misusing their power. Next, I see the Algiz rune in your fourth house. Strength in the house. What does that mean? Do you see here the Nine of Swords? It looks to me like you were under a lot of pressure and a lot of strength when it comes to your living situation. Maybe you're worried about your rent. Maybe you're worried that you have to get out of where you are and go somewhere else. Or maybe you're just not sure where to go, right? In all cases, it looks like for this pile, your living situation is solid this month. You're figuring out where to go, you have a home, and it's solid. It's not like wishy-washy, you can stay here for a couple of months but then you have to go, or we'll talk and discuss the rent, maybe you'll take it, maybe you won't. There isn't any of that. It looks like if you've been suffering from a living situation, you don't know if you're going to stay, you've been wondering for the longest time, what am I going to do, or where am I going to find a place, anything of that sort. It looks like this is going to be sorted out this month, and your living situation is going to be stable, just like a tree. You're going to be rooted somewhere, stable somewhere. You're not going to stress and worry about that any longer. That part of your life, that's over. So yes, if this is not your situation, I see stability in the home. Maybe there was a lot of stress in your home, a lot of anxiety. Maybe there were many things that weren't working that were causing you a lot of stress. You're finally resolving them, and everything is coming to a calm. So these are all different ways to think about the Algiz rune, in my opinion, in the 4th house. Okay, so 5th house. Again, I am seeing something along the lines of something that has been causing you stress. And this time it doesn't have to be the house or your home living situation. But again, something in your life has been keeping you stuck. And this is the month where it's going to be at its peak. I have to be honest with you. And because it's at its peak, it will push juices out of you. It will push the best out of you. Because since you're so pressured, you're going to come out with a creative idea that will be the door opening to massive blessings. So what is that? Let's explore this energy. What is the Isa rune and the Fehu rune in the 5th house? The new beginning there. There's the new beginning. It pushes you into a new beginning that you're enjoying with the Page of Cups. You're really enjoying this. I feel like you're more chilled with this particular Queen of Cups. You're enjoying your life more. Is this pushing you to enjoy your life? Because that's what I keep seeing repeated. Like, it's keeping you more on the side of being in the spur of the moment and sort of enjoying your life. That's what I see. I mean, don't shoot the messenger. This is not to tell you, hey, drop your responsibilities, go out and have fun, spend all of your money, or whatever this is trying to say. I, of course, don't know exactly what your situation and it is, and maybe as you're listening to this reading, you're not fully aware completely of what your situation is either. Because here, it looks like you're cocooning in the month of May, figuring things out. I feel like you're stuck with the Isa rune. What are you stuck with? Something that's causing you stress. What's causing you stress? You're lost with the wilderness. You're really lost. But also the wilderness is showing that you'll be more free moving forward. So what is causing you stress? King of Pentacles, money. Money's making you stressed. Okay, any other ideas? 9 of Wands. You have to push through, right? Of course. You have to push through to make money. Duh, of course. Okay, but that's like, it's not necessarily debt. It's your concern about how you have to keep going with the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is, although tired, they have to keep going. So you're tired, you have to keep going to make money. That's what's stressing you out here. Okay, and are you just going to decide to be on the spur of the moment? Wow, well, I mean, now we have to like really look at what this is trying to say closely. Don't tell me, is this trying to say that although you're stressed to make money, you are gonna because all of them, they're doing something they love. Pursue something they love instead. Here, they're playing music. That's an artist. These are having fun, playing ball. So I'm feeling something like you're stressed because you have to make money. So you're taking a different route, something regarding your creativity, something along the lines of, you know what? I'm just going to go for this exciting journey, doing something that I love. Maybe you can afford to do that. Or maybe this is saying, although you feel tired because you have to run or work hard, obviously, to get money, you're thinking, you know what? Why don't I? That's another idea. On the side, pursue what I actually love. This way, it won't feel like I'm running anymore, trying to make money. Because even if you're working hard, then you're enjoying it. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. You're making a massive change this month. Perhaps April and May is saying you're going to even be starting it in late April. Perhaps. I could be wrong, obviously. We'll see what this is talking about in a moment. But all in all, I am seeing that because you're so pushed and you're so tired here, you're like, I'm gonna go for what I really love. Maybe this is a business that you are excited about, that you've always wanted to start. Maybe this is you pursuing your talents, doing something that you love when you forget the time when you do it. I feel like you're having so much fun. To you, it's play. To you, it's like it makes you more chill. So, in the weirdest way, and we'll find out. Like, to me now, this is weird, but there's the creative part I can't see right now that you'll be figuring out in the month of May. To you, you're like, let's think outside of the box. Why do I keep running to get money like that? Perhaps I can do this and I can do that. And I just love doing that. I see you being excited, going out, doing the things that you love. And let's answer the question. I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. Is this going to be solving your money problem? Obviously, the Fehu rune is the rune of abundance, duh. But let's see what the cards show. What is this leading to when it comes to your financial conundrum? Shopping. Two of Wands is giving you other options. It's giving you new options, better options to enjoy your life in a more luxurious way, I would say. Look, this girl is wearing Gucci. So yeah, this is where the idea of luxury is coming from. It's giving you more luxurious options. Cool. Three of Cups is making you have a lot of fun. I mean, sign me up. You've got the 10 of Pentacles and it's making you have a lot of money. I'd rest my case. Pile number 4, this is your month. That's why there's a highlight here. And you've got the Page of Pentacles. It's a new page of making money. Well, there you go. Congratulations. This looks amazing. So yeah, maybe you won't find out how this happens as you're listening to your reading, but the Isa rune is like a cocoon. Because you're going to be under so much pressure, perhaps there's a breaking point where you actually feel tired. It's going to push you to really think about, oh, why did I remove the cards on the bottom? It's going to push you to really think about something else, another way of doing things, really. You're not just going to be going on, what is it called? Autoplay. You're not going to be going on autoplay any longer. Where's the Nine of Swords? There we go. There's the Nine of Swords, and these are all the new cards. Perhaps I put them back. Right, okay. Anyways, so that's what I see when it comes to your 5th house. The massive realization, the creativity that's happening this month that is opening up, like I always say, a new door of wealth. Okay, Ansu's rune in the 8th house. So Ansu's rune could be communication again. We do have communication here, but they may not be connected. That could be another thing. Let me think. I see communication, intimate communication, divine communication, intimate communication that will change your life, that will cause at least a massive transformation in your life. If I were to guess where this is lying, I would definitely say this has to do with the relationship that's going on here. And Suze also is wisdom. So maybe there's a lot of back and forth between you and someone, business or romance. And because of the conversations that you have this month, it leads to massive change. Yeah, I feel like it's leading to a massive change in your life. And I've been seeing it from the very beginning. There is some form of massive commitment that begins with you talking a lot, intimately, in a powerful way with someone this month. So your conversations are super important. It's a super important part of your connection this month. Let's get more information about that. The communication going on here. It's almost like you learn more about each other. And the more you learn about each other, the more you instantly realize that you are each other's dreams. Yeah, something like that. There's something about you feel it's divine for sure. And Sue's rune. Yeah, it feels divine. But let's get more information. So, Justice card, that's an interest. That's the first time this Justice card pops up. So you've got the Justice card, Three of Wands, and I love how she is handling a person who seems to be nearly twice her size, length and width. So there's a lot of power here. It emphasizes the idea of power. It's not about size, it's about power. So Three of Wands, project plans. Yeah, so for some of you, this is a project, right? It doesn't have to be love, it's there on the table. But anyways, Three of Wands, project plan. Two of Pentacles. Hanged Man. I feel like this is representing a risk. This is someone playing parkour. Okay. So the communication. The communication between you two is so powerful because, and perhaps you're doing that same thing to each other, it allows you to pinpoint the injustices or the wrong, I don't want to say wrong, but the unjust ways that you could be thinking about things, no matter how big they are. So I would say intelligent conversation. You're able to talk to each other so well that you'll be able to go, hey, this is unjust, this is unfair. What do you mean? Of course this is not unfair. This is important because this is this and this is that. And the other person would go, no, this is not important because of 1, 2, and 3. And if 1, 2, and 3 are important, then how would this be equally important on the same level? Or how can it be the right thing? Maybe standing in the truth is the right thing. How can this be right? How can this be just? And so I feel like you're arresting the wrong thoughts that could have wreaked havoc early on in this connection, whether this is a business partnership or romance. Early on going, this is unjust, this is not fair. And you're being very truthful and fair with each other. That's why this is able to happen in the first place. Also, there's a lot of communication and communication towards future plans between the two of you. We're going to do this, we're going to do that together, and we're going to do this, and this is how we get to where we want to go. So you already have future projects together that you're discussing. You're very excited to collaborate, and you started with the Three of Wands. You start right away and you move towards these projects. And with the Two of Pentacles, you're able, through your beautiful communication together, to move in a new direction while balancing the important things to you. So perhaps for this person, this 1, 2, and 3 things are important, and they could be opposite to your 4, 5, and 6 important things, but you're able to move ahead while balancing these 2 things at the same time. We both respect that these are important to you, and we both respect that these are important to you. And so this is how you're handling it, which is amazing with the Two of Pentacles. You're moving towards your new project with great care and great balance. And you're taking massive risks. The only reason that you're able to take massive risks like that would otherwise would be absolutely crazy for anyone to do is because of the way you're handling everything, the way you're thinking and being honest with yourselves. While this could be suey-eyed to most people, like, are you crazy? If you do that, this person is going to do this to you. Are you crazy? How, you don't know this person? How can you do that? How can you jump out of a building? The person could be saying, because I'm a well-trained parkour player, is it called? Parkour skilled person. That's why I'm able to do that. Oh, well, that makes sense. Well, if you are trained, then I guess that kind of makes sense. I wouldn't do it, but I get why you would be doing it. And similarly, I see that because of your beautiful communication, business, or romance here, and how you're even able to stop big unjust ideas from happening that are powerful, you're that honest together, and because you are moving ahead, making sure that everyone is comfortable, it is because of these elements that both of you are able to take massive risks like that. You will not be seeing the results of these risks this month with the Hanged Man. It's going to cause a period of a little bit of discomfort, but boy, is it going to be high on adrenaline, exciting, fun. But the effects of it or the results of it aren't going to happen right away. Okay, so that's what I see when it comes to the Ansuz rune in the 8th house. Now, onto this section right there, 9th house, 10th house. So, look, with the 10th house and the Uruz rune, your work / business / goals is going to experience a lot of vitality and strength this month. It's in great health, I want to say. So any of these areas is in great health. Let's say it's your work, achievement, success, right? So let's say it's your work. You're definitely experiencing a lot of success this month. And it looks to be so because not only of your hard work, because look, with Ant here, it does look to me like you've been putting a lot of work. Perhaps you've been putting a lot of work in April. That's going to show its results in May, or maybe you're starting in April, somewhere in April, and it's showing in May. But in anyways, or yeah, something like that. Or maybe this is representing before. You've been putting efforts before that is showing up in May. It depends on how this resonates with you. I see with the Laguz rune that you are this month exploring something that keeps coming up. Did you see that? That you're exploring something that you love. So the Laguz rune is water, right? It's going with the flow. It's the feels, right? And we did see that, remember? When we were discussing how you were tired, working towards something that's clear. We just saw that right now. So because of your hard work, that's why you got the 10 of Pentacles, because of your hard work. Now your work is in great health, right? And your financial situation is going to be in great health. But here again, we see something along the lines of you following your intuition, you following your excitement, you following your passion. And we saw that, remember? We saw that. Having a lot of fun, pursuing something new. Remember? And it shows up here again. So you are being free, going with the flow with the Laguz rune, to explore, to being adventurous, the 9th house, exploring something new. I would say maybe you have the luxury of being able to do that since your 10th house is established or your work is established. Or because you've been putting a lot of work, you're tired and something tells you to just wing it, to just go with the flow, to just stop straining yourself in this way and allow things to flow. What would it show you if things flow? And I think I'm more leaning in towards that idea. But at the end of the day, you'll find out what this is going to be all about. Please do update me. I love when you guys go back. I love it. And tell me how this played out for you. But very special month, my dear pile number 4, for sure. So much is going on. So many changes. And yeah, there you're dropping someone here out of your life, blocking someone that's been using their power to wreak havoc. And my dear pile number 4, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help out with the channel. Subscribe so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.